Now, this week, this is seriously one of the quickest and one of the easiest methods that I'm going to give you to tap into your own intuition and to get decisions on things that you either want to bring into your life, manifestations, or just decisions really quickly, really fast, and with absolute clarity that you know you're on the right path. Now, before we start, if you are new here, hello, I'm Jane. If you feel that this is something you're interested in, if you've stumbled across me by accident, I'm really, really glad you're here. If you've been around for a while, welcome back. Please press the like button, please press the subscribe button, and then you'll get notified whenever I upload new content, which, as I say, happens every Monday. And I'm always here with little bits of information for you with regards to mindset changes, to manifestation, how to tap into your intuition and how to listen to your guides, because you are always being guided in your life. And that is essentially what this week's episode is all about. Now, we all have operating systems within our body that tell us when we're on the wrong or the right path. You will have heard me talk about the reticular activating system before. That's one operating system. You will have heard me talk about your subconscious mind in the past. That is another operating system. But the one I'm going to talk about today, and the one I'm going to use with this particular method that I've got for you, is your intuition, which can be called your guides, your inner guidance, your inner feelings, your energy. But your intuition is probably one of, if not the strongest system within your body for knowing if you are on the right or the wrong path. Now, this quick tip that I'm going to give you works literally it's instant. It works in seconds. Once you decide to sit down and actually get this and put this to work for you, you literally get your answers instantly. But the trick with this is that you need to be aware of them and you need to be open to the answer that you get. And there is also a side note with this that I'm going to come back to and tell you about at the end, because you may not always want to follow the answer that you get given using this trick, but I will explain more about that once we've got into it. So with this, what I want you to do is, if you have something that you need a yes or a no answer to, if you need clarification about something that you need a yes or a no answer to, this works perfectly and it works quickly. For example, you could be thinking of moving house and you may have been around a property, you may have walked around a property, and you may be, I don't know whether I should put that offer in or not. What should I do it? Should I put the offer in? Should I not put the offer in? That's a yes or no answer, right? So you could use this method for that, because you could get the yes, you should put the offer in. That's what you follow. Or you could get a no, don't put the offer in. That's also what you can follow. Or there could be a new job offer on the table for you, and you may have been offered this particular role and you might be weighing up, is this right for me? Is it not right for me? That's a yes or a no answer. You could use it in terms of a potential partner. You may have met somebody and you may be feeling, is this person right for me? Is this person not right for me? You can use this method because that is a yes or a no answer. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit with your question, sit in silence, just sit quietly with yourself and just, spend some time just centering yourself. And then I want you to put your hand over your heart space and I want you to ask your question. So if we're using the example of, is this person right for me? You've met this new person, this new man, this new woman. Are they right for me? You would sit, you would center yourself, hand over your heart space and say, is this person right for me? And instantly you are going to feel a reaction in your hand. Your hand's either going to feel hot or it's going to feel cold. And you have to be really aware of the temperature because it's an instant thing. It's an instant reaction. It's an instant feeling. And once you have felt the temperature, if it was hot, then the answer is yes, that person is right for you. But if your hand felt cold in the moment, that is your intuition telling you that no, this person is not right for you, and that you were right to question what you were feeling. So you feel that, you get your answer absolutely instantly with the temperature in your hand. The trick is that you have to become really aware of the temperature. You have to feel it, and then you have to follow that guidance. But I'd like to go a little bit deeper with this exercise and just say to you that if, when you do that and you ask your question and you get your feedback through the temperature in your hand, the hot or the cold, if you do not like the answer, if you instantly in that moment feel upset or disappointed or sad, that is proof that you really, 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 really want something. And actually, in that instance, you should follow that. You should always follow that, because that is also your guidance, that is also your intuition, and that is telling you that that's probably the thing you should be doing, that is probably the path that you should be following. That reaction in your mind, that reaction in your brain, that reaction in your body, that is also feedback. And it's when we are able to tap into that and actually recognize that and see those internal feelings within our bodies, that's when we know we really are tapped into our intuition. We really are listening to our internal guidance, and we should always, always, always follow that, because it will never, ever steer us wrong. So you can use that quick trick, you can use the hot or cold trick for absolutely any yes or no question that you may need an answer to. And it's funny because we're all born with this internal guidance system. We are all born with this ability to guide ourselves. We all have our higher selves. We all have that voice, that person that is just for us within ourselves and within our being, and we've had it from birth. That guide, that intuition, that voice, that has been with us from birth. But we're taught along the way to drown it out. We're taught to listen to other people's opinions. We are taught to do what we think is right, but that's not always what we want. And it's time that we came back into ourselves. It's time that we came back to this guidance system within our own bodies and actually listened, because very, very, very often you will know in an instant whether something is right or something is wrong, and this hot or cold trick will reinforce that for you. And when you get that internal feeling and you are able to tap into it and follow it and let it guide you, you'll always make decisions in your life from the right place. And the more you do it, the more you do this and the more you start following your internal guidance, the more importance you will put on the message and the answers that you get, and the more you will trust yourselves, and the more you will start to believe that you are being guided and you do know what's right for you, because you do. The person who knows what's best for you is always you. It's always you. It always has been you, and it always will be you. Follow that, trust it, lean into it, and let it guide your life. And I promise you, life will get easier if you do that. So that is my very quick, works in an instant trick for getting in and listening to your inner guidance system. That's what I wanted to give you for this week. I hope you use it. If you do, let me know in the comments below how you felt. Did you get an instant yes? Did you get an instant no? And if you got a no or a yes, and then your body reaction, your mental reaction, your heart reaction told you that that wasn't right, did you follow it? Did you do what your guidance system was asking you to do? Use this, put it to the test. I promise you it will make your life easier. That's all from me for this week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.